Hi guys, JT here. With every Humble Monthly, the question is, what are the games like? Well, here's a bit of information on each game in April 2025's Humble Monthly, to help you decide if it is for you. By using the link in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle, and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Thank you Terry D for being in the early access army through Buy Me a Coffee. Your support means the world to me, and I absolutely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1. The featured game of this month. Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered. This remaster brings the original PlayStation trilogy to modern platforms with upgraded visuals, optional modern controls, and all DLC included. You can toggle between old and new graphics instantly, much like in Halo's Anniversary editions. These are still the same classic games at their core, with all the puzzling, platforming, and exploration that define the series. However, the remaster's strict loyalty to the originals is both its strength and its weakness. The modernized visuals stay true to the blocky level design, making some areas look more outdated than enhanced. Worse, the lighting changes can obscure key objects that were once easy to spot. The biggest issue is the modern controls. While they offer smoother movement, they weren't designed for the rigid platforming of these games. Lara sometimes fails to grab ledges or runs off platforms, making precise jumps frustrating. The original tank controls are still available, but they feel just as clunky as ever. That said, this is still the best way to experience the trilogy today. If you're a longtime fan, you'll appreciate the faithful recreation, even if it does not add much beyond visual polish. Newcomers might struggle with the stiff controls and old school design, but those willing to adjust will find 3 excellent adventure games. While this remaster does not hit the level of Crash Bandicoot or Spyro's revivals, it preserves Tomb Raider's legacy well. The game holds up, but you may wish the remaster did just a little more. And number 2 we have DREDGE. DREDGE presents a captivating fusion of tranquil fishing and eerie mystery, carving out a unique niche in the gaming landscape. From the peaceful daytime angling to the unsettling nocturnal encounters, DREDGE artfully balances serenity with foreboding. Mastering the fishing mechanics is both straightforward and immersive, with a variety of minigames adding depth to the experience. Strategizing how to efficiently organize your catch within the confines of your vessel's inventory adds a delightful puzzle element to the gameplay loop, ensuring engagement throughout. As you delve deeper into the game, its Lovecraftian undertones become increasingly pronounced, infusing the narrative with layers of intrigue and tension. Exploring the surrounding islands unveils a story told through enigmatic messages and eerie encounters, drawing players deeper into its twisted narrative. Despite encountering some minor frustrations, such as brief day-night cycles and occasional pacing issues, DREDGE delivers a captivating adventure that ensnares players from beginning to end. Its striking art direction and immersive storytelling establish it as a standout title in the fishing genre, offering a hauntingly beautiful mystery begging to be unraveled. For aficionados of horror and enthusiasts of engaging fishing mechanics alike, DREDGE presents an enticing proposition. While not devoid of flaws, its charm and enigmatic allure make it a memorable journey into the unknown depths, promising hours of immersive gameplay and spine-tingling suspense. And number 3 we have Aliens: Dark Descent, a real-time tactics game that plunges you into the nightmarish world of xenomorph-infested Leith. This game blends strategy, stealth, and intense combat into a tense and unforgiving experience. Instead of controlling a single character, you command a squad of colonial marines, guiding them through derelict facilities, underground tunnels, and sprawling colonies, while trying to survive relentless alien assaults. Unlike traditional tactics games, you control your entire squad as a unit, moving together and responding to threats dynamically. Combat is brutal and punishing. Every encounter escalates the Hive's aggression, forcing you to make tough decisions about when to fight, flee, or fortify your position. Ammunition, stress levels, and dwindling resources add to the tension, making each mission a test of endurance. Dark Descent excels at creating emergent, player-driven stories. The xenomorphs are unpredictable, and each mission feels like a desperate survival horror scenario where one wrong move can doom your squad. Between missions, you return to the Otago, managing injuries, upgrading equipment, and preparing for the next growing threat. Despite its immersive tactical gameplay, the story itself is the weakest element. While the game nails the atmosphere and tension of James Cameron's Aliens, the writing and dialogue fall short, lacking the wit and nuance of the source material. However, the gripping mechanics and relentless tension more than make up for it. If you're looking for a game that truly captures the terror of a xenomorph hunt, Aliens: Dark Descent delivers in spades. At number 4 we have 1000X Resist, a narrative-driven sci-fi adventure where you become the Watcher, a clone of the enigmatic All-Mother, navigating a post-apocalyptic world shaped by alien invasions and a deadly virus. As you explore underground bunkers and commune with memories of the past, you'll uncover the truth behind humanity's downfall. The game's core strength lies in its complex story, rich with themes of trauma, survival, and identity. As you engage in dialogue with other clones and explore genetic memories, you will piece together a fractured history, learning that not everything is as it seems. The narrative is powerful, blending high drama with moments of deep introspection. Gameplay involves exploration, time-shifting, and platforming sequences that connect you with key story beats. However, these sections often feel clunky and lack polish, with controls that can be frustratingly unresponsive. The platforming in particular is simplistic and adds little value to the overall experience, making you wish for an option to skip these segments altogether. Visually, 1000X Resist is a mixed bag. Some scenes are beautifully crafted with thoughtful use of light and color, while others suffer from awkward animations and uneven character models. The voice acting is solid, especially for main characters, though some performances can be hit or miss. Despite its gameplay flaws, 1000X Resist excels in delivering a gripping, thought-provoking story that challenges you to reflect on what makes us human. If you can endure its gameplay hiccups, this emotional journey through a haunting, well-crafted narrative is well worth the ride. At number 5 we have Novalands. Novalands offers a serene escape into the world of island management and automation. In this delightful title, you'll find yourself immersed in a tranquil gameplay loop that balances resource gathering, factory building, and exploration. As your custom character, you'll explore hexagonal islands rich with resources, from twig trees to berry bushes. The game's hands-off approach allows you to discover its mechanics organically, fostering curiosity and rewarding exploration. Despite initial intimidation for newcomers in the genre, Novalands proves to be accessible and engaging, with hours slipping away effortlessly as you optimize production lines and uncover new technologies. The game's rhythm is captivating as you gather resources with the extractor, construct factories, and utilize items to progress. The diverse use of resources create a satisfying synergy, enhancing the gameplay experience. Furthermore, exploring neighboring islands adds depth, with each biome offering unique challenges and rewards. Novaland's progression system, including skill points and research trees, provides meaningful upgrades that enhance your capabilities. The introduction of automation through bots elevates gameplay, allowing for efficient resource management and expansion across islands. Despite limitations with bot capacity and occasional inventory management bugs, Novalands remains a charming and relaxing experience. With its colorful pixel art and cozy sci-fi atmosphere, Novalands creates a welcoming environment for players seeking a low-stress gaming experience. While the soundtrack lacks variety, the game's sound effects captures the bustling outdoor factory ambience effectively. Novalands offers a delightful blend of factory building, exploration, and relaxation. Despite minor flaws, it provides hours of enjoyable content and is a must-play for fans of automation and exploration genres. At number 6 we have Diplomacy is Not an Option, a real-time strategy game focused on defending a medieval settlement against relentless waves of attackers. While it does not brand itself as a tower defense game, its core gameplay revolves around fortifying your town and surviving increasingly intense assaults. In this game, you will quickly learn that offense takes a backseat to defense. You're tasked with building and upgrading your settlement, managing resources, and preparing for a next wave of enemies. As the hordes grow larger and more aggressive, you will need to strategically place your defenses and utilize powerful magical spells to turn the tide in your favor. The game's cartoonish, low-poly visuals and satisfying sound effects make the process of building and defending your town an oddly soothing experience. Watching your crossbowmen mow down waves of enemies is like scratching a deep-seated itch. However, the game's simplicity might be a turn-off for those looking for more depth in their strategy games. While the campaign mode adds some narrative flair and variety, it is the endless mode where the game truly shines. Here, you can continuously build up your defenses, testing how long you can hold out against the increasingly overwhelming waves. Diplomacy is Not an Option offers a light yet challenging experience that is perfect for those who enjoy a mix of strategy and stress relief. However, its simplicity may not appeal to hardcore strategy enthusiasts. At number 7 we have Distant Worlds 2, a massive, pausable, real-time 4X space strategy game that gives you full control over a living, breathing galaxy. With over 2,000 star systems to explore, you can build your empire through diplomacy, trade, or warfare, while managing fleets, colonies, and resources. The game's deep automation tools allow you to fine-tune how much you want to micromanage, whether you prefer commanding every detail, or letting AI assistants handle the tedious work. The private economy system adds realism, as trade and logistics function independently from your direct control. Each faction has unique abilities, technologies, and playstyles, ensuring a fresh experience with every playthrough. However, while the scale is impressive, the mechanics do not always deliver meaningful depth. Some systems feel more like spreadsheets than engaging gameplay, and fleet management can be frustrating due to automation quirks. Visually, the game is functional but outdated, and sound design leaves much to be desired. While the UI has improved since launch, it still has rough edges that can make navigation cumbersome. The development team continues to support the game, but updates focus heavily on new factions rather than refining core mechanics. If you love complex strategy games and enjoy tweaking automation to suit your playstyle, Distant Worlds 2 can be an engrossing experience. But if you're looking for a more intuitive and visually polished game, you may find the learning curve and interface off-putting. And number 8 we have Nomad Survival, a fast-paced auto-attacking roguelite where you battle endless waves of enemies, upgrade abilities, and adapt to unique boss fights across 4 different maps. If you enjoy the survivors genre, this game offers plenty of build variety, with 17 active abilities, 19 passives, and a flexible progression system that lets you stack as many skills as you want. Each run starts with a character and unique weapon skill, which evolves in different ways depending on the path you choose. On top of that, heritages modify how you play. Whether you want extra rerolls or damage overtime mechanics, you can tailor each run to fit your preferred strategy. There are also 5 pets to assist you, each of its own perks. The game speed is also adjustable, so if you find the pacing too slow, you can crank it up to 300% for a more intense experience. While the first map eases you in, later stages significantly ramp up the challenge, keeping you engaged. However, some may find the enemy waves inconsistent, sometimes overwhelming, and other times underwhelming. If you've played Vampire Survivors, this game will feel familiar, and while it does not innovate as much, it offers solid gameplay. The lack of restrictions on abilities allows for creative builds, but it can also make progression feel chaotic at times. Still, if you're looking for another addicting roguelite to sink hours into, Nomad Survival is a fun and friendly option. And that's all for this month's Humble Monthly. This month's Humble Monthly is an absolute win. DREDGE, Diplomacy, Aliens, and Tomb Raider Remaster? That's a stacked lineup. Feels good seeing wishlist games finally pay off for those who held out. 1000X Resist is getting major love too, and for good reason. Sure, some folks already own a few, but the value is solid. No origin keys, all Steam, and nothing but bangers. If you've been waiting for a killer lineup, this is the one. Good game, Humble! In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos by buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.